The following segment is sponsored by Smith Injury Law and 300hurt.com.
It could happen to anyone on the road. You're injured in a car wreck that's not your fault. How are you supposed to react right after the accident? And what will you want to keep in mind beyond that? Richard Smith is here from Smith Injury Law to talk about it this morning. Hi, Richard.
Good morning, Margaret.
Your first reaction right after a crash might just be to feel shock, but what do you want people to know first off?
First thing, of course, is to take care of your immediate medical treatment. If you need to go to the emergency room, go to the emergency room. If you're feeling any type of pain or dizziness or anything, you don't want to take any chances because you may just be in shock right now. You may have a much more severe injury. So do that first. Mm-hmm. After that, you need to call an attorney.
And some people might be reluctant to contact a personal injury attorney because maybe they're worried about the costs. But tell us how your fees are structured.
Well, our fees are structured on a percentage basis. Most of the cases we handle are on a 1/3 fee. We don't get you anything. You don't owe us anything. And costs are a different issue, but costs are oftentimes are actually waived. So there's no real risk in getting an attorney. And it doesn't mean you're going to be filing suit. It means that you've got a professional to handle your case.
Absolutely. One thing you caution people about is talking to the insurance adjuster or giving a recorded statement. What should we keep in mind about that?
It's very important not to do that because once you give the statement, it's very hard for me to correct it or fix it if you make a mistake. We've talked about that before. You also don't want to negotiate with the insurance company before you're released from the doctor. And if you start negotiations, they will say, if you don't like the offer, that you're going back to the doctor to get more bills to run up the bills. They won't give you a fair offer. If they gave people fair settlement offers, I wouldn't be in business and you wouldn't be tuning on your TV and seeing nonstop lawyer ads. They don't make fair offers. That's why you need a lawyer.
Absolutely. And then ultimately, it's just easier to navigate this whole process of what happens after an accident when you have an attorney on your side. And like you said, hiring an attorney doesn't mean you're suing anybody. This is kind of a last resort.
Absolutely. We only file suit when we have tried everything else and can't get a result that's favorable for our client. We also help people with a property damage claim at no charge. We also assist them with medical treatment, and we can negotiate the medical bills. I've been doing this for over 30 years, and if clients were better off without me than with me, I wouldn't be getting so many repeat customers. The reality is we can always, I can't promise and guarantee anything, of course, but I've never seen a case that I've handled where the client would have gotten a better result without me.
You take such good care of people, and they love working with you. At Smith Injury Law, your practice areas include personal injury, workers' compensation, car and truck collisions, and Social Security disability claims. Is there anything else you want people to keep in mind about, what you do before we go?
Just that we can take a lot of the stress off of you, dealing with the adjuster, dealing with property damage, dealing with medical providers. We can do all of that on a turnkey job, and we're only looking at filing suit if we don't get an offer that's favorable, and that's going to be the client's decision, not our decision. So hiring a lawyer does not mean you're filing suit. Most cases get settled without ever having to file suit.
Good information there. And people can contact you by calling 300hurt or visiting 300hurt.com. Richard Smith of Smith Injury Law, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you, Margaret.